the sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Red pass, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs, and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback. And that
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles are flying down the field. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Castellanos. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Rush is on him. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Randall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Catch in the middle, it's White. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. To throw, it's Castellanos. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the good passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. At the 45 on its way.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got it. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the...
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. Makes one man miss. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Noles are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quick completion on the out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out,
offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snags it quickly on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop them on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands.
Touchdown! did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Klubnik. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. Catch
in the middle, it's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He uncorks a bullet to the right.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field is Castellanos. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but he caught it out of bounds. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Nice move to keep running. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Klubnik. Dumps it to the back. That's reeled in. It's Randall. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get it.
Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Randall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's Randall. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to...
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Second down.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Randall. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen his speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Clemson set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Clemson now operating in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Right down the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown it.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Bringing the heat. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, we're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield in the deep. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives. As hard as that is to do right now,